Ambushed on the plains by Desolation Canyon, Clint and Annie flee the Kid Gang by going into the canyon itself. At a lagoon, they set up their defenses at a bottleneck point and prepare for the worst. This is part 5 of Overthinking Wild Guns. The canyon appears to be fairly narrow and seems to twist around, terminating in a sort of lake or lagoon. And the sky beyond, what you can see of it anyway, is a more vibrant pink than before, indicating the sun is starting to set. It's neither here nor there, but I love how the scenery gets chewed up by the gunfire. It just adds to the chaos of the gameplay. I can't remember if I've talked about that in an earlier episode, but whatever. As I mentioned before, it's very likely that Clint and Annie took refuge down in the canyon because they were too exposed on the plains. Here they could put their back to a wall, force the hunters into a bottleneck, and take them from one direction. I feel like this is backed up by the enemy variety here. The drones are perfect for scoping out the canyon and make up the bulk of the enemy forces. They come in groups ranging from 2 to 5 as the gang members make their way down behind them. The gang members can't get as close as the drones, standing on the other side of the lagoon and shooting at you with pistols. There are these aquatic dudes too, who fire mortar shells up into the air. These guys make me think that some of the Kid Gang was already down here waiting for you. Or maybe they were looking for something at the lowest point of the canyon. It would explain why the Kid Gang are here at all, if chasing Annie and Clint isn't their MO. This is helped by the fact that the first enemy you see is one of the aquatic mortar guys, even before the drones. The boss of this area is a golden drone that spawns others. This drone is more concerned with binding its prey than killing them, leaving the dirty work to be done by the lesser drones. It's an interesting strategy to say the least. Far as I can see, there isn't anything outwardly referenced here. The canyon itself seems to be based on the Grand Canyon, at least parts of the Grand Canyon. But as I mentioned in the last episode, Desolation Canyon is actually a real place. That said, Desolation Canyon, from what I can see, doesn't appear to be nearly as narrow or as high as the canyon here does. Might be a reference to the 51 Western The Longhorn, or possibly an episode of The Lone Ranger, but I can't tell. Let me know in the comments if you can see a reference I can't. It was short, even by Overthinking Wild Gun standards, but it is what it is. This stage is fine, but doesn't really bring too much to the table. I love it for what it is, but yeah. Until next time.